We are live. We are direct. She leads sales with Joyce Ayers, who is a heart-centered divorce coach, helping people to manifest the love with confidence, clarity, and courage after divorce. She really advocates for the healing process, releasing the pain of the past, letting go of regret, finding peace within the soul. Once again, reconnecting with voice, reconnecting with authentic self, reconnecting with the compelling future to grow in alignment, making a life a carnival again. From London to Texas, welcoming She Leads, She Sells. Joyce Ayers in the building. Speak to me, sister.
I'm expecting, like the confetti to fly up on the screen.
Well, can we do that? Can we do that? Look, hey, sister, look,
There you
I'm
go.
making it happen. A few love hearts for you as well. Anything for you. What else do you want? Some sound effects? Anything for you.
Yeah, the bugle horn.
Anything for you, my sister. But yeah,
Love it.
speak
Yeah.
to me. Who?
Let's have fun in whatever
Let's have
we're
fun.
doing.
Life is too short,
Yes.
If
Yeah.
people want to complain, let them. Yeah.
Right.
But here we are.
Yeah. Here we
Who
are.
is that? Is it
I spent so many
women?
years being serious and hiding in the background, and it's like, no, I'm coming out to play now.
100%. Tell
Playing
me, who do you serve? Is it women?
primarily
Is it
women.
men? Is it are
Some
they
men.
six-figure earners?
Yeah, primarily women. Mainly because having a voice is what it's all about. We can have a voice that demands attention, like, look at me and I've got something to say, because we've been told to be quiet, we're too much, or we can be hiding because I don't want to say anything because I'll be judged. So it's all about, we have something to say because we have passions in life, whether it's our business, hobbies, our families. But if we don't speak out for what we stand for, we are, I call it domesticated. We get told how we should think, what we should think, how we should act, what we should accept, all those things. So unless we design the life we love, then we're just going to live life through other people, through their dreams.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing. And when these women come to you, what does the before look like? What does the after look like?
The women that I tend to work with are, kind of leaders in their families, in their fields, in the community. They're getting things done. They have a lot of ambition. They're very resourceful. So, they're showing up. But then when it comes to sort of more personal matters with relationships and that, they tend to, go into the shadows, dim their abilities, their intelligence in order to make the other person comfortable or whatever, all the kind of patterns. So there's this real disconnect between how we show up in some ways, in some areas of life, and then how we show up in others.
Thanks for sharing. And how do you get visible? I see you got a splendid website. You're doing offline events and things like this from what I can gather. How are you getting visible in order to reach your people?
Yeah, networking locally. I really love being in front of people in person, actually, like, having real conversations. And then, of course, networking online, that's been a big one, as much as I can on both platforms, and posting on social media. Like, again, using my voice, what I've come to be really passionate about, stories that we tell. So getting on social media and making posts, videos, offering master classes, retreats. I have a retreat coming up here in Austin, early April. It's called,
Amazing.
yeah, it's just moving forward in life. It's like, yeah, we got obstacles, roadblocks, and what are they? Because we just tend to keep pushing and pushing, and we're just pushing against a brick wall. So yeah, so through retreats and one-on-one, I love getting in front of people with one-on-one, because then we really dive in to what's real. So yeah, all the things that most business entrepreneurs do to get in front of people.
Perfect.
They just podcasts like this.
Wow. Yeah, amazing. Let's go into the online networking element of things. I'm sure the women watching this are thinking, okay, how, as a divorce coach, like, are you typing into Facebook, hey, divorce groups for women? Like, what's your process to networking and finding people? Or is it business groups and then you're letting people know what you do? How does that work?
Both. There's a number of divorce groups online. There's one, it's a divorce support group for women on Facebook. There's like 27,000 women in there. and
Wow.
from all walks of life. So it's a great platform for me to share, to support, to encourage, and then like LinkedIn, of course, has a lot of a business group. So just posting in different places, connecting, and my focus it's divorce, right? So what am I doing in a business group? Well, wherever we go, there we are. We show up. And a lot of times, if we are dimming ourselves at home in relationships, not really speaking out, having boundaries, then we'll go into our businesses like that with our offers not at a good price point. We're giving away a lot. We're accepting clients that we really shouldn't be accepting to have them. So we have a lot of patterns that we take wherever we go, whether it's business or relationships. So I cross both of those areas with what I do, because it's not just about divorce. It's the identity that we identify with on stages or in those relationships, or even with our family, right? It begins with our family. You when you go home and you haven't seen somebody for a long time, a relative, and they still see you as that little 8-year-old. Oh, how's little Joyce doing? And I'm like, I'm 40 years old. I'm just, I'm obviously older than that, but they kind of we get pegged in how we're viewed from, it's almost like a snapshot is taken of us at a certain point in time, even in relationships, well, you used to be like this, and who are you now? And, so we have that identity that we carry around and all the beliefs that go with it and make choices from there.
Brilliant. Great to speak to you, by the way, Joyce. I really love the energy is a cool, soothing, like reflected energy is making me feel centered.
I get that. It's
You
almost
get
like,
that a lot. You're
yeah,
like, Jay, come on, tell me something I didn't know.
it's like, I'm just being me. So I don't know, like if that's what you get, great. Cause that's the kind of space that I hold for people. It's like, let's explore what's underneath and where you want to go. What are your dreams? And then I see people light up as they tell me what they really want to be doing or how they really want to be showing up or what they really want to be saying. And it's like, well, what keeps you from living that life, being that person?
Wow.
And because you already are that person, you're just not being it. And so when you say, yeah, I feel like you feel really level and grounded, it's like practice what we say. If we don't practice it, then we're not really being it. It's just lip service. So it's the energy that we bring to each other.
Beautiful.
I could be like all hyped up and you would be like, you would be like, okay, this person is like, oh, it's a little too airy for me.
Now makes complete sense. Tell me the differences. Do you get most online? Do you get most of your clients on LinkedIn, Facebook? What are the differences between both of those platforms and how you get clients? Like what platform wins for you?
In the divorce groups,
On
that
LinkedIn? On LinkedIn or
on Facebook, there's
oh wow,
there's
okay.
some large Facebook groups that I'm in, primarily get clients from there. And, it's the connection, that feeling that, oh, this person feels safe, that I can actually tell them share my vulnerabilities, tell them my struggles and not feel judged. And, I imagine that's how it's coming across to people, because that's the kind of people I attract. Is like, I haven't been able to tell anyone that. Oh, okay. It's like, great. And it's not so much telling me their secrets, it's acknowledging to themselves that it's been a secret and they don't want to have that secret anymore. They don't want to hold in what they're really feeling. So yeah, getting clients from those audiences, and then referrals. It's like, when I go to these business networking events, and there's always someone that's like, I know someone who is going through a divorce and they could really use
Ooh,
support. Because, the divorce process, we know there's the lawyers and the realtors and the asset and the finance, like we know all those things, but it's like, what about in here? How are we really taking care of that as a priority just as much as the rest of it? It's like, when I'm done with him or her, then I'll be okay. And it's like, yeah, just because they went away and they're not in your life anymore doesn't mean like they're really gone. Doesn't mean that really everything has changed. Just the triggers have gone. Just the triggers have gone, but the patterns and the thoughts and the beliefs are still there. So shifting those during the divorce process, so that, this is a big one. Like, I'll just take whatever. I just want to be done. Just give everything away. And it's like, well, then what are you going to do afterwards? Now you don't have any assets. Now you don't have your finances, or you're so bitter and resentful because you got everything, but it really didn't solve the problem of what was going on. Really going through divorce, understanding what it is that we need for ourselves and the healing and what's life going to be on the other side, right? This is a bridge that we're crossing. We're here now, and I got to get here, and I want here to be, you know, an amazing life that we begin, that we're, I'm starting all over again. It's like, well, we're not starting all over. This is the new starting point, and we can take everything that we've experienced and learned, because there's stuff we can learn, and I know this from experience from my divorce. It's like I learned things I didn't knew would be possible. It's like, oh, I guess he wasn't 100% responsible for my happiness. I was like, well, who assigned him that job? I did. And by acknowledging those to ourselves, now we can make different choices. It's like, well, I won't do that again because now it's on me. It's not on them.
Brilliant.
Whether that's our business or not. It's like, we can have businesses that are okay, they're stagnant, and then all of a sudden we get divorced and we do our healing, our inner work, changing that trajectory of our future, and all of a sudden the business takes off. Are they doing anything different? Have they incorporated new systems? Have they hired all the VAs and now they have an amazing marketing plan? Well, yeah, sometimes we need those things, but mainly it's the energy in which we're showing up. That is the biggest shift in our health, in our businesses, our relationships with our own, like, if you got kids, well, now, you have two separate parents, and now you can create a new relationship with your children that's separate from two parents trying to parent a child.
Great share. It's a big plan for you in 2026.
Ooh, my big plan is start my own podcast, and you'll get people who have gone through the divorce experience, people who are professionals that that know the significance of looking at our own mental and emotional well-being, and just educating people on this aspect, that it's just as important to get support for ourselves in that. So, yeah, starting my own podcast, expanding in-person events, because, people want that personal connection, that touch point. And in retreats, like I said, I have a retreat coming up early April here in Austin, Texas. And a big dream of mine, a vision that has been on my heart for quite a while, is to create like a divorce summit. And
Wow. Listen.
ultimately, it would be in person, a full day, maybe even a weekend, a whole weekend, bringing in speakers, bringing people together as resources, and that, people are looking for support, looking for answers, and that we all come together. And I haven't researched a lot, but I don't think there's a whole lot out there. There's all kinds of summits on this and that and personal growth. Like, let's look at divorce and this ending of one chapter and the beginning of another.
Wow. Love the vivid dreams that you are sharing there. Currently digging into this, really looking at those impossible X goals, because there's fewer routes to get to TEDx rather than X. Let me know, what are you digging into right now? What are you reading? And give me a golden nugget from what you're reading.
Gosh, what am I reading? My go-to books are The Big Leap by
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I love how he talks about this upper limit that we have, and, we live here. We wanna be way up here, but our programming is just in this little range, and so it's like all the things that we do to sabotage ourselves or abandon our dreams. So upper limit, favorite is always The Body Keeps the Score, how every experience we've ever had, emotion we felt, it gets, like, programmed in the tissues, the issues are in the tissues. And so it's all about, the science behind how everything gets embedded and programmed into us, that from a young age, like every experience that influences our thinking. So that's a big book. A definitely one that I use all the time in my coaching is Conscious Uncoupling. This is a book that Catherine Woodward Thomas put out. It's 5 steps in the divorce process, and it's not just a guide. It's like it's a healing journey. Going in, going down, and then coming back up to create that future. So lots of great takeaways from there. That's the program I went through after my divorce. Actually, my former husband and I, we both went through it at the same time. That it really helped us to like get clarity on what was going on and part ways and in a much loving way. So I use that one a lot. Boy, there's just so many. I have quite a library of books. What's Brene Brown, of course, for vulnerability. So many books. Was Abraham Hicks, all of her messaging. I love her cartoons,
Okay.
her
Yeah.
animation.
Yeah.
her animations, those are great, and they're just so real, Yeah, so many people out there, influencers.
Thank you for sharing. Readers are leaders, and you're certainly leading. Let them know how they can get in contact with you and who you're looking to serve, Joyce, specifically.
Yeah. Well, you can easily get in contact with me at my website, createyourlifeafterdivorce.com. And then my email at joyce@createyourlifeafterdivorce.com. So a little bit of typing there. And if you're looking for me on Facebook, it's Joyce Ayers, Ayers. Just look for someone with white hair. So those are some different ways, and let's have a conversation. It's not like, oh, I got to call her and now she's going to try to sell me into something. No, this is like, what's going on in your life? What support do you need? Am I someone that you feel can really be that guide for you, like to just help you keep your feet on the ground, head on your shoulders, together, breakthroughs, go through the conscious uncoupling program. Just here, I'm here for you. I had mentors, I had people supporting me, not really just keeping my eyes open rather than just burying my head under a pillow and never want to come out again. So it's like, no, you can keep going. You can do it. You can do it.
Thanks for sharing. Thanks for coming on today. Definitely appreciate it.
Thank you.
She sells. Thank you so much, Joyce.
Awesome being here. Thank you, Jay.
Amazing. God bless you. God bless the United States of America.
Yes. Maybe we'll all go over there or to Canada.